Hi guys, James at SpeedFactory here, and today I wanted to go over with you guys a quick product review on two new products that we just released for the B-Series all-wheel drive transmission. And that is new complete replacement billet steel shift forks, 1-2 shift forks specifically. Let's start off with why we made this product. Well, to begin with, the B-Series all-wheel drive 1-2 fork is well known for being thin and bending very easily. And part of the reason for this is that the blade itself is about 15% thinner than the front wheel drive counterparts, which are a lot less problematic. And the other part of it is simply that the OEM material is very soft and it bends very easily whenever you're trying to shift quick and hard on a 1-2 upshift is typically when they get bent. So what do we do about this? In the past, a lot of guys have done things like weld some steel bracing from the shaft here to the blade, trying to strengthen it. Seen a lot of those, and that's not something that I recommend doing. It always ends up warping and distorting the blade, which is going to cause you other problems down the road. It's not the right way to do it, and I don't recommend doing that. So, because of this, we designed a complete replacement fork engineered for strength. So what you're getting is a CNC machined billet steel fork that's been heat treated, hardened, shot peened to our specifications, and made with a design that's very similar to OEM, but has extra material added for strength wherever necessary, on top of the already super strong billet steel construction. So a few years ago, when we first started working on the B all-wheel drive transmissions, there really weren't any gear sets that were available on the market as a drop-in gear set for that transmission. So that's when we came up with the idea of doing this front-wheel drive to all-wheel drive conversion kit, because there were tons of front-wheel drive gear set options available, and a lot of people already have those. So all we needed to do was basically come up with a few custom spacer shims and a needle bearing, and then the other part of the kit, which is the main component, which is this billet 1-2 fork. This solved a couple problems. Number one, it's got a thicker blade width, which is necessary to work with the front wheel drive 1-2 slider, which is part of what you need to make everything work. So doing that made, fixed a couple problems. Number one, it got rid of the weak, thin bending stock fork. And number two, had the proper pad thickness to be able to work with the front wheel drive slider. So that allowed people to be able to drop in whatever gear set, whether it's OEM gear set options, to be able to have some good ratio choices out there, as well as aftermarket stronger sets that were available. That worked great, but there was one drawback to it, and that was that it requires sending in a core. So downtime isn't always, the best thing. You got to have a core, you got to get your trans open, you got to get the fork out, you got to send it in, you got to wait for us to modify it, you got to wait to get it back. We wanted to do something better than that. So in order to get rid of that issue, we went ahead and went to work on designing a complete replacement new fork. So now there's no need to send a core in anymore. You're getting a complete new unit. Really solves all the downtime issues and having to have a core. It makes things a lot more convenient for everyone. So we did that, and then while we were at it, we were like, well, we should also do a standard B all-wheel drive 1-2 fork, which is something that we have not had available before. So this product right here is for a standard layout B all-wheel drive transmission, because a lot of years have gone by. So now there's a lot of options out there, companies like GearX, GTS, BF Gears. I'm probably not thinking of everyone, but there's a lot of options out there now that are actual drop-in gear sets, both dog and synchro for the B all-wheel drive transmission. You're still stuck with this problematic 1-2 fork though. So for anybody using any of those gear sets, this is what you're going to want to run. You won't have any of those problems to deal with and costly issues with your transmission due to the fork bending and so forth. The only exception to that I'm aware of is the PPG B-Series all-wheel drive gear set. That complete drag racing set is actually designed with a short throw, so that requires custom forks, and because of that, those forks are included in that set. But for anybody else that's using any standard layout drop-in B all-wheel drive gear set, synchro or dog, we now have a billet fork for you. That's about it for a quick review on these two products, and stay tuned because we have more billet forks coming in the pipeline, and And up next is the B Series front wheel drive stuff. That's been something that we've been wanting to do for a very long time, and we're now ready to finally do it. We're happy with our production process, quality control, tolerances, everything's on point. So we'll be going ahead with that product next, and then K Series following that.